So are you trying to improve your fire making skills out in the backcountry and you're struggling because the wood is all wet? Well, I got some tips and some tricks that are going to improve your backpacking experience. Let's get right into it. Hey, this is Coach Bill 315, and thanks for watching again. Now, I'm going to be making videos like this weekly. So if you want to watch and learn on how to do different tips and tricks, hit that subscribe button. All right, let's get right into it. All right, so tip number one is gathering wood. Now, what I'm doing right now, I'm just walking through the woods, and I'm trying to find, I like to call, the money pit. Trees that are already knocked down and kind of like off the ground, and I'm not trying to find anything that's really dead, but I'm looking for something like this over here. All right, so the sticks that I'm looking for, I'm not looking for small stuff. What I'm looking for are still big long pieces like this one. This is actually a perfect size because this is going to give me my kindle, my small little pieces to start the fire. Then it's also going to give me the other meaty part that I can use for starting the fire and keeping the fire going along. And when I gather all these out in the middle of the woods, what I tend to do is place all the pieces of wood on the trail, and I want all the branches kind of sticking out that way. So when I walk and carry them out, everything is kind of going smooth instead of getting stuck on different trees. So I have everything all set up and going in this direction, and I'm just going to scoop it up, get under it like so, and then I can go ahead and walk this way. Alright, so the next step is breaking down all this firewood into two different categories. Your really small category, which is going to be your fire starter, your kindle, and then everything else. Okay, so when you're breaking down your pieces of wood, you might struggle with a couple of these branches because they're too strong or too tough. This is one way, finding like a tree, you wedge it in, and you can step on it. This one was pretty easy, but on something that's a little bit more difficult, you're going to want to stick it in and use this like a lever. Okay, just push, and you can make nice little pieces one after another without using a saw or anything oh no, you don't need anything. If you can't break it, don't use it.
Make sure you don't fall into the river.
The last piece. Done. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is just take all this small stuff, kind of break it up, fold it up, and start forming a nice little pile. There's really no trick to my madness. Just take it, the small stuff, just keep on adding it on. So right now we got our bushel, okay? Then we're gonna take some medium sticks and start forming a nice little teepee. To me, this seems to work the best for when it's all wet outside, because when the fire comes up, it'll start drying off the top and then work your way back down to the bottom. You can bring some kind of fire starter. A good choice is using a cotton ball and some Vaseline. That helps a whole lot. This right here is from my alcohol stove. So I'm just gonna dump it all over. This is gonna be my fire starter. And also this is what I use to cook my food and prepare boiled water. We'll lay it right here. Okay, it's catching on fire. So right now, I've already established a nice little base, okay? So I want to keep on adding stuff onto this. And all I'm doing is just taking it and setting it up there just like the teepee, okay? Just continue to set it up like a teepee. And basically, we just want to keep on adding on because everything is still kind of wet. So higher we get this teepee, better the fire will be, the less maintenance you need to do. And if you notice, all I'm doing is just laying stuff on there. It'll eventually dry out and catch on fire. And for something that's a little bit more wet, just put it on the side because eventually you'll be able to use it, okay? It will dry out. And that is how you create a fire. So if you found that this video was helpful by any means, leave a comment down below. And this is Coach Bill 315. Thanks again for watching.
We are making some sausage.
All right, have a good one.
Beautiful fire.
Yeah, buddy.